Good evening. The mother of a teenager who took his own life after suffering depression and anxiety says mental health professionals let her son down. Brandon Rayat was found hanged at his home 2 years ago after claiming he'd been bullied at school.
Mina Rayat says she warned clinicians her son was a risk to himself and others. A review into the care Brandon received has concluded the authorities should have intervened earlier. Phil Brewster reports.
After he had the antidepressants, he was really paranoid.
Mina Rayat describing the dark place her son Brandon found himself in the weeks and months leading up to his death. It's now almost 2 years since the 15-year-old was found hanged at his home in Leicester. Before that, he'd been undergoing treatment from mental health professionals after twice attempting to take his own life. But his mother says when the family raised concerns about his increasing isolation and violence, she was ignored.
There was no face-to-face assessment. When professionals did come to the house, he found it quite intrusive. So when they did come to see him, that would make him more violent, so make the illness a lot worse for us to handle as a family.
But do you think he should have been sectioned?
Yes, I mean, you know, me and my husband discussed that, and we didn't want him to be sectioned away from us, but that would have been helpful for Brandon because he would have been assessed on a daily basis.
Following Brandon's death, a review into the level of care he received was launched by the Leicestershire Safeguarding Children Board. It found mental health professionals could and should have done more.
There were an awful lot of people involved, but nobody had overall a kind of control of what the plan should have been to support Brandon and his family properly.
Dr Avinash Hiramath is a consultant psychiatrist at Leicestershire Partnership NHS Trust. He accepts concerns raised by Brandon's mother about her son's mental state were ignored.
I think a mother who has lost her son has very strong feelings, and it's absolutely understandable why she feels like that. And to be fair, we let her down because Brandon passed away. We can't escape that fact. We can't escape that guilt, and we'll have to live with it. But we take solace in the fact that we'll be able to learn from it and make things better.
Following Brandon's death, the Trust Child and Adolescent Mental Health Services team have introduced several new measures, including a crisis intervention team to assess and treat more children in their own home. Mina Rayat hopes it means mental health professionals will start listening properly.
They need to sort of communicate and listen to the parents because obviously, especially the mothers, they know the children more than anybody. I mean, they see the child 20 minutes every 3 to 4 months. You know, they need to act on what the mothers are saying.
A survey this week found nearly 40% of teenagers in Leicestershire say they've experienced mental health problems. The hope now is that lessons learned from Brandon's tragic death will mean that in the future they will at least have somewhere to turn for help. Phil Brewster, ITV News, Leicester.
And for help and advice on mental health issues, then do go to our website. That's itv.com/central.